Growth in both knowledge and services. So from the close to 3,500 MEF Carrier Ethernet certified professionals to the estimated 3 million retail business services ports expected by 2018. And that growth is based a lot on interconnectivity. That is end-to-end services that go across multiple operators. And we know that customers are demanding end-to-end service guarantees, those SLAs. And that means it warrants particular attention to focus on industry best practices for performance, both inside the operator and between those multiple service providers. Well, in the same way that the IT industry is shifting to a DevOps model so that they can be more agile and address the dynamic needs of end users, the communications service provider industry is shifting similarly to integrate services and operations so that they can deliver real-time, on-demand service availability, fluid and responsive to the demands of the end customer. So it's a SevOps model, if you will. And when we look at that SevOps model, a large factor is it's demanding greater scale for dynamic and automated provisioning across the operational and business support systems. Hence, InfoVista has taken its performance assurance platform and actually doubled the capacity to over 4 billion transactions per day. We've doubled the speed of provisioning, and we've also reduced the computing costs by a ratio of over 4 to 1. And what that means is a decreased cost per assured endpoint. And that's a key factor in terms of the Third Network's objectives of service assurance guarantees. And we've also begun to take our deep packet inspection technologies and provide those in an NFV framework so that our service providers can capitalize both on assuring the network service performance as well as that of the application. Well, I'm particularly looking forward to see the growth and the evolution from last year's inaugural event. But to give you a little bit of specificity, there's three things in particular. First, I'm looking forward to the continued evolution of our zero-touch network as a service proof of concept with Oracle, which we first showcased last year at GEN15. Then we evolved and did at TM Forum's Catalyst program this past June, and we'll bring to GEN15 with another evolution. And that proof of concept demonstrates the Third Network vision, but in particular it focuses on the multi-operator aspect and assuring those services across multiple operators. Secondly, it's to demonstrate the continued adoption in the market of service OEM best practices, and in particular I'm speaking of MEF's performance monitoring specifications. So it's where we've gone from theory to practice. So back in late 2013, as the first performance assurance platform to adopt that standard, to where we are now, where we've got leading equipment providers that are integrating and adopting those standards so that together we can deliver the value of that to the end customer and make it a practical reality. Finally, I'd say expanding the discussion to focus a little bit on the enterprise's, let's say, obsessive focus on the application and help them and the networks be more application aware. So I look forward to seeing you at GEN15.